So just arrived at the hotel. It was about a couple of hours journey from Wales. Stayed at the Leonardo Hotel. It's all starting to feel a little bit real now. Nerves haven't kicked in yet, but I'm sure they will. So yeah, we wake up early tomorrow to catch our flight to Egypt and say goodbye to this bad boy. So yeah, we've arrived at the airport.
Oh, here we go!
Just met up with everybody.
Hello. Waiting to board.
We have arrived. Oh. So we have arrived. So just waiting for our drivers and the rest of the gang. We've just been picked up by our driver, Mo Man.
Oh, hi.
Woohoo! So just arrived in the room. I think the nurse is already doing the rounds now and doing the ECG or whatever it's called for your liver. So this is the room, pretty spacious. I'm not gonna lie, some people have got a little bit of a better room than me, but I'm only here for a couple of days. So yeah, very nervous, not gonna lie. Starting to set in now, but I suppose a couple of days of discomfort for a life change is worth it, so yeah. So it's surgery day, tests and everything, so they were having trouble finding the vein last night, so I was prodding quite a little bit. But yeah, all good, all set. Just met Dr. Tamer, he was really nice. Definitely sort of put me at ease, but still very nervous obviously because it's my first surgery, so yeah, just the waiting game now. But no, staff have been good, they keep me comfortable, and yeah, we're just waiting on a time now to go down. It could be any time from now until 6 this evening, so they come in and tell you when to basically shower and whatever, so fingers crossed I'm not last basically. So lovely. So Dr. Tamer's just been round. I go down in about an hour, so I've got to get in my scrubs. I'm actually really nervous, so I'm just going to try sleep until they come and get me basically, and then yeah, hopefully go straight down and get it over and done with. So wish me luck. So I had my surgery. It's now 3 o'clock in the morning, like the next day. Surgery went well, all good. Not gonna lie, the gas pain was really bad. So I've basically just been uncomfortable all afternoon, all night. It was pretty bad. So just prepare yourself for that. But it doesn't last too long. So it's, like I said, it's now 3 o'clock, so it's slowly wearing off. But it's the sickness for me now. It's really starting to kick in. So the nurse has just come in and given me some anti-sickness. The nurses are really good, to be fair. If you just ring your little buzzer and tell them you're in pain or you feel sick, whatever, and they'll come in literally straight away. So So yeah, so I'm hoping the sickness slowly goes in a bit so I can try and get back to sleep. And you have to sleep at an angle as well. I had a doctor come in and tell me that. And obviously walking around and, you know, swinging your arms. I'm still really groggy, so I'm probably not making much sense, but yeah. So, we'll see how I feel later on. I'm gonna try and get some sleep now. Hey guys, so it's 1:30 Egyptian time on discharge day, so it's been, what are we now? So I had my surgery midday on the 10th and it's now the 12th. It's been a real rough couple of days. I think I really underestimated how bad sort of the sickness and gas pain was going to be. So just be prepared for that. But the nurses are absolutely lovely. You ring your buzzer and they'll just come in and yeah, they're amazing. You see a few different doctors, they'll come around, they will encourage you to walk even when you're not feeling like it. That's one thing I've been quite bad on, but they've given me loads of anti-sickness. I've slept for most of the day, so hence why I look really rough. I don't look great in any of these videos. But yeah, it's I feel okay. So I'm very anxious about the drive back now to Cairo. I would probably recommend staying in Alexandria and then doing the drive back on the last day personally. I wish I'd done that, especially with how crazy the drivers are. But yeah, I just need to get that out of the way with now. I'm going to try to get a bit more sleep if I can, and then get that drive done and just relax in the hotel as much as I can. But yeah, it's been a bit of a rough ride, but ready for my life to change for the better. Drinking's really weird. You sort of like, you can drink, but you can take like a little sip and it kind of, you almost feel like it getting a bit stuck by there, then going down. So you can definitely feel your stomach is much smaller, but you can drink. But it's weird, even though my mouth's been really dry, I don't feel like very thirsty or anything like that. I think I've got a bit of head hunger, so my stomach feels like it's crumbling, but I don't feel the need to eat, which is really strange. But again, if you just have a drink, it goes. So it's a strange feeling, it really is. But no, I think I'm just ready to go home now. But at the same time, I would, anyone who's thinking, because they obviously tell you to stay in a hotel for a few days, anyone who's thinking of skipping that part, I wouldn't. I met up with a girl here who I met for the group, and she went home the day after her surgery, and Dr. Tamer really didn't advise it. And I've spoken to her since, and she said she had the worst trip home ever. So for the sake of a couple of days, I know everybody wants to get home to their own bed, but you're doing yourself more harm in the long run. So just follow their advice. At the end of the day, they're advising you, you know, they're advising you to do it for a reason. So yeah, I'm going to try and get a bit of sleep, and then yeah, hopefully we'll be discharged a bit later today and I wake up still feeling okay. So yeah. So just changed, had a shower, feel so much better. Dr. T's just come round, just asked if I had any questions, which I didn't really. The staff here have been really good. Everyone, you know, kind of explains everything to you. So didn't have any questions, but obviously you can always contact him after. So yeah, should be getting picked up in an hour, ready to go back to the hotel, and then just chill for a few days. I've got the pyramid tour booked, which if you'd asked me yesterday, there would have been no chance, but I do feel so much better. Honestly, when it seems like you'll come to the day before discharge, if you were like me, before you're being discharged, and you'll think, there's no way I could go home tomorrow, and then you'll just wake up and feel fine. So bear with it, because it does, honestly, it gets so much better. So just arrived at the room. It is absolutely beautiful. Nice king size bed. Probably the biggest kick in the teeth. Poolside view with a pool that I can use. But it's right by the airport, so that's the main thing. So just going to relax now. Try to get some more sleep because I feel a bit rough again after the car drive, so sweet. Hey guys, so I'm back in the UK now, back from my surgery. Please excuse the PJs and the wet hair. I've just got out the shower, ready for the day. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of address a few things and kind of go over roughly my journey. And then I'll put my Instagram at the end so people can ask questions. But yeah, I mean, so when did I have my surgery? So I had my surgery on the 10th of March, and it's now the 20th of March, so I'm obviously 10 days post-op. And honestly, I feel absolutely amazing. In terms of weight loss, this obviously includes the liver reduction diet. Before the operation, I started off 21 stone 4 pounds. I'm now 19 stone 1 pounds, which is mind-blowing. People can see the difference in my face already. Clothes are feeling much sort of like looser. There's things that don't fit me already, which is crazy, and I'm only like 10 days. So in terms of, so I want to start off the reason why I had it done. Now, people's reactions are always going to be different. So first of all, my family are really supportive. Like my mum was 100% behind me getting this done. So I was very lucky. I know some people's families are not as supportive. I did have friends saying to me, "Oh, you're not that big. Why are you having it done? Why don't you just go to the gym?" If it was that easy, I would do it. My problem, I could go to the gym, but then I'd only do it for certain periods of time and I'd fall back into the same habits. I'm 29. I think I've been overweight since I was like 19, 20. So, you know, food is an addiction at the end of the day. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes I would sit in bed at night, you know, really saying, right, don't have a snack, don't have a snack. And I'd be down the kitchen straight away eating. So, you know, it's easier said than done. So the first thing I would say is this decision has to be yours. Don't let my opinion influence you and don't let anybody else's. If you think you've got the willpower, great, don't have it done and go to the gym. But if you're really struggling and you want a permanent, I wouldn't say it's a solution because there are tough parts to it, but it's definitely a tool to help you. So that's why I had it done, because you know, I'm approaching 30 in a couple of months and I'm just very unhealthy. I suffer with sleep apnea because of my weight. I was getting constant pains in my chest, always out of breath. Suffer with depression really bad. And I'll be honest with you, I've never really realised it. A funny story. So I was in a smoking area of a club and I was talking to some girl that went to my gym, and somebody said I look like Rag and Bone Man, which I'll be honest, I used to get all the time, never bothered me, I thought it was quite funny. And she said, so blasé in conversation, she said, "Oh, it's probably because you've got a beard and you're fat." And she didn't even see that as like a bad thing. And I think it just hurt me how so like blasé it was. And that's the first time really, like normally I'd make jokes about my weight, but I don't know, that really got to me. So yeah, anyway, reason why I had it done, health reasons, but obviously I just hated how I look. I still do at the moment, but I can see the weight coming off, so I'm happy. My experience was amazing. At first, when you start booking, it seems so surreal. Like I remember being sat on Facebook being like, I'm doing all this through WhatsApp, they want cash, like this sounds so dodgy. Honestly, it's really not. The best thing you can do is go on to the bariatric group, the Dr. Tamer bariatric group, which, if you just bear with me, yeah, if you type in Dr. Tamer, the Ultimate Bariatric Surgery Support Group, or just message me and I'll invite you to it. That is, what an amazing community. You can ask people any question you want.
There's loads of people in there who are pre-op, and then there's loads still in there that are post-op. And you can ask anybody. I found people so helpful. People would reach out to me, and if I message people and ask them, they would have no problem, you know, either jumping on the phone with me or Facebooking me and telling me their experience. So after speaking to a ton of people, I was just, my mind was so at ease. I was like, well, all these people can't be wrong. I spent a lot of time researching Dr. Tamer, even to the point of going on Google and typing in Dr. Tamer, botch jobs, Dr. Tamer, horror stories. Couldn't find anything. Literally could not find one bad thing on any website. So I was 100% on mine. Yep, this is the route I want to go. I know someone that had it done in the UK, and they had a really bad experience. They paid like over 10 grand. Their wounds were patched up not properly. They walked in, the surgeon was sat on the table. The room wasn't very nice. It was terrible. So people think, oh, you're mad going abroad. I had the best experience ever. So once you book, you get added to a WhatsApp group, which again, amazing. I quickly become friends with a couple of women in there. We started our own group, and then one of them was going on my day, the others weren't, but you know, it was nice to still all be able to talk and kind of be worried together. I was lucky because a family friend booked on with me, and then one of their family did as well, so we all flew out together. We met up with the other people within our group as well, which was amazing. You get picked up from the airport, right outside from the driver. Again, they're absolutely brilliant. The roads are crazy in Cairo, so the first thing that'll happen, you'll get there, and it's like a third world country almost. It's quite hard. You'll see in the footage I've posted. But honestly, you're in really great hands. Moman, the driver, and his other drivers are great. They'll even do a little stop off for you. We had a McDonald's the night before surgery. Not sure Dr. Tamer would recommend that, but naughty. Yeah, you get taken to the hospital. We were downstairs for like 5 minutes, got taken straight to our rooms. Then they'll come in, they'll scan your liver. They do like a heart monitor thing. I can't remember what it's called now, ECG. You know, put all your cannulas in for your meds and stuff, and take bloods. Oh, sorry, no, they take bloods. I think they put the cannulas in the next day. And then, yeah, you're told in the morning, Dr. Tamer will be round and give you your time. So I met Dr. Tamer the next day. What an absolutely lovely guy. His English is absolutely perfect. And he comes in the room and he really puts you at ease. Like, this was my first surgery ever, so I've never been under anaesthetic. Never had, you know, I've been quite lucky considering how unhealthy I am. I haven't barely had any hospital stays. So I was very nervous, and he just said, look, I can do it with my eyes closed, basically. That's not the words he used, but so yeah, so I was very much at ease. They said, look, we'll give you a time in a little bit. Before I knew it, then somebody came around and told me, you know, between 11 and 12, we'll give you a knock when to get in your scrubs. His assistant, Yomna, I think her name is, or yeah, Yomna. She comes round. She'll take the money for the surgery. A security guy will come round and he'll take any belongings you want. I mean, the rooms are safe, but if you want to put something in a safe, I mean, I had a 3 grand MacBook, loads of money on me, my phone, so I did that. And then yeah, you get taken down for surgery. That was scary. It's going to be, you know, but honestly, you're on the table for a few minutes. You know, they inserted the thing in for the anaesthetic. Dr. Tamer come in and he was like, how you feeling? I said, I'm bricking it, basically. He said, don't worry, you'll be out in a second. Before I knew it, a mask went over me and boom, I was awake. Now, the 2 days after that was a bit rough. The gas pain's very weird. And I was getting a lot of sickness. I was told that I wasn't walking much. I walked the least out of all my group, and I asked for the most pain medication, so I think I was being a bit of a baby. But, you know, it was a rough few days, but the night before I was discharged, I said to them, look, I'm really worried. I don't think I'm going to be well enough to go tomorrow. And they literally just said, that's fine. If you're not, you're not. I woke up the next day. I felt perfectly fine. It was crazy. I even done the pyramid tour, which I've shown some clips of just a minute ago. And yeah, I was even riding a camel. It was amazing. I can't get over how quick you recover. And then yeah, I'm back in the UK now. So I was on liquids for the first week, which is tough. It's a hard thing to adjust to. You know, you can have a little sip and you can sort of feel it sitting there. I'm on week 2 now, which is soups and purees. Not purees, sorry, soups. Still very thin stuff. So I've been having like protein yogurts. What else have I been eating? And yeah, just soups really. And that's where I am on my journey at the moment. So I feel absolutely amazing. I've lost more weight than I could have ever hoped in such a short space of time. I'm waking up every day losing weight. I shouldn't be a daily weigher, but I am. Can't help it. And yeah, I am slowly getting used to the, you know, my new stomach basically. So yeah, that was just a quick overview. If you guys have any questions, you know, drop a message to my Instagram. If you DM me, I'm always on there. I'll get back to you. I got no problem telling people, you know, the cost or just anything. I'll answer anything because I had so much help from people. So I'm happy to give that back. So yeah, just to summarize, I mean, yeah, it has to be your decision. Nobody can make it for you. So, you know, regardless of what I say, do your research still. But based on my experience, I literally couldn't fault them. The nurses were great. Dr. Tamer was great. There's 2 other doctors that worked there. They were great. You forget you're in Egypt. It's crazy. And I can't believe I've done it. And I'm so proud of myself because, you know, don't let someone tell you it's cheating. It's not. You know, you still have to change your life and the way of eating. Like at the moment, I have to change I'm still eating stuff and thinking, nope, I need to finish the whole of this. And then my stomach's getting really full. So I'm still getting used to that, but it's only day 10. So, but yeah, if you've got any questions, drop me a message on Instagram. It's Mitch_Bock, and I would be happy to answer anything. And yeah, good luck on your journey, whatever you decide to do. Thank you.